Yeah, Papa. Hey guys, Celeste Johansson here. I just wanted to do a quick video. We are fostering a litter of orphaned kittens. These guys are about probably just barely 2 weeks old. Leave them alone. Somebody was going camping for the weekend. They hadn't gone camping for a while. And so they were cleaning out the trailer so that they could get it ready to go camping, and they found this litter of kittens. The kittens were freezing. They were pretty much frozen solid, even though it's just barely the 1st of September. Well, it's the 2nd of September. And they were skin and bones, literally walking skeletons. So anyway, we have been bottle feeding them. When they came, they were literally skeletons. Go to bed. They were literally skeletons. They were just skin and bones. Very weak. Very, very weak. As a matter of fact, we had to force feed them in the beginning with syringes. And if you want, I can show you how we did that. So, I just have this little syringe here. I think it's a 1 ml syringe. And I'll get some milk in here and I'll show you. This is what we had to do the first little while. But before I get to that, I really wanted to show you how to care for orphan kitten, an orphan, what happened to that? Orphan anything really, cat, dog. I don't know what happened to my rag, so we're just gonna use this one. Anyways, orphan cats or dogs, because this is the first thing that you gotta do when you're caring for an orphan kitten or an orphan puppy, is you got to help them go to the bathroom. The mother actually stimulates them to go pee and poop, and that's to keep the den clean, because if the den is full of pee and poop, then it's going to attract predators. So the mother stimulates them to go to the bathroom, and then she eats it. She eats the pee and the poop. So, before you feed them, you have to stimulate them to go to the bathroom. And you do that. I just have the kitten upside down right here, and I'm rubbing the rag just back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If you don't like the fact of getting urine or poop on your hands, then wear gloves. But, no, don't put it over yet. Please? Okay, so he's gone to the bathroom, and so we'll move on to the next. Yeah, kitty, huh? Don't pick them up. Remember, they're too little. This one was actually the runt. Briar likes the kitties. So my rag is getting pretty wet by now because of all the pee. This one's actually the one, hey, no, that we've really struggled with, but he's actually doing fairly well now. Everything's always fun when a toddler's helping. Are you helping? Honey, don't put the blanket in there. Okay. So there's that. Stop, please. So now we're going to start bottle feeding, but I want to show you what to do if you have to force feed them. Now this one just today started eating out of the bottle on his own. He was really not doing well at all. And so we had to force feed him every meal. And I would fill at least 4 of these little 1 ml syringes. He's trying to suck on my finger. He knows it's feeding time. And force it down his throat, basically, and then force him to swallow it. So I'll show you how I did it. So you just use the tip of it to open up his mouth, and you squeeze just itty tiny bit in there, and you hold it in there because he can't spit it out. If this is still in his mouth, he can't use his tongue to push the fluid in, and you just do a little teeny tiny plunge. Just itty bitty plunge. Especially with the really, really weak ones, you just do a little teeny tiny plunge. So that's that. The biggest thing is to make sure you stimulate them before you feed them. Stimulate them to go to the bathroom before you feed them. So to feed them, and you kind of have to just kind of work your own thing. I'm going to help support his head. And then I use the nipple to kind of have him open his mouth. Okay, maybe. No, you don't want to eat? There we go. And then I'm just going to put a little teeny tiny bit of pressure on the bottle. And how I know if I've got enough pressure on there is he's sucking. If I have too much pressure, there's going to be milk coming out the side of his mouth. So if I have just enough pressure, there's not going to be any milk coming out of his mouth. If he starts chewing on it with the side of his mouth, then he needs a break. So I'll put him down. And we'll give him a break while I feed some of the others. So I'm just putting a little teeny tiny bit of pressure on the bottle. And I know I'm putting enough pressure on there because he's sucking. And I know I'm not putting too much pressure on there because there's no milk coming out of the side of his mouth. She tries to mother him. So the other word of advice is we have a little stuffed animal, and he's very, very soft, very fuzzy, and we have a hot pad underneath it. And this is just a plastic drawer, and it works really well. When they're all fed and ready to sleep, we will cover them up, cover up the whole drawer like this. It's kind of hard because she's in there. And that's how they sleep. And I actually have a crib that my toddler's supposed to be sleeping in, but she doesn't. So I keep him in there. I put the whole drawer, and the hot pad is underneath these blankets, so they're not directly on the hot pad. They're not getting too hot. So that's how we've been raising these little orphan kittens. Oh, the other thing is a wipey bath, because the mother baths them several times a day with her tongue. So we actually have a dog toothbrush that you stick on your finger, and we'll brush them with it because it's rough like their mama's tongue. And then we just, a couple times a day when we're feeding them, we'll just wipe them down with a wipey. And that kind of stimulates their mother giving them a bath. So, anyways, where is your diaper? If you have any questions or comments, leave it down below and I'll try and answer them. Bye.
Bye.